Hey guys, welcome back to Kay's Cooking and Vlogs. Today is her daughter here doing the voiceover for our seafood boil. So in today's recipe, we'll be using shrimp, corn, sausage, potato, crab legs, eggs, and lemon, and many other stuff that will be shown later in the video. And now we will begin to prep everything. So as you can see, we are taking out our potatoes. You take out as much as you want to eat, as much as you can eat. And we're just going to wash it and slice it into 4 slices. Do not mind my voice, you guys. My throat is a little bit, so. The next thing that we are going to do is strip the corn and break them down into 2 or 3. We only use 2 corn, so. Now we're going to start cutting our sausage. My way of cutting it is into like an oval shape, but you can do also a circular shape or however you feel comfortable. Now that that's all done, we are going to prep our shrimp. I think this is the last thing we're going to prep. We're going to just put it in water so it can defrost and take off the outer shell and make sure it's clean. It said it was pre-cleaned already, but we're just going to make sure. Now that we are all done prepping, we are going to begin setting on our pot. So I set on a big pot of water and let it boil out. Then I add 3 or 2 kegs of garlic to let it boil in the water. Also, I put in lemon, and then I start putting in seasons to season the pot before I throw anything in. Since we are going to have the sauce that has every seasoning in it, we don't want to over season the pot, but we do want it to have a little flavor. So I'm just going to add cayenne pepper, Cajun seasoning, seasoning salt, and dry thyme. So I do let it boil out a little bit, and when it started boiling up, I did begin to put my potatoes and my sausage, just because I know those are 2 things that probably take the longest to cook. And exactly 10 minutes later, I add my corn and my egg to the pot. And I let those boil together for 20 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm going to chop up my onion for the sauce. For the onion, I did use the whole thing, but it's all about your preference. You don't have to use the whole thing, but if you do like onion and how it tastes, you can use the whole thing if you'd like. Okay, so we're done with the onion and it has been 20 minutes. So now we're going to check on the pot, and the potatoes are done, the corn is done. So now we're going to begin to take them out the pot into wherever you're going to dish the seafood. For our seafood, we did use a foil pan. Some people use a newspaper, some people use a regular plate. It's all about you and how you like to eat it. Okay, so we did add the shrimp in before we took out the corn, my bad, but we did it all in the same time frame. So you could go ahead and take the corn out and then add the shrimp in. And we also do add the crab legs. And we do it this way because the pot obviously isn't big enough to hold everything in, per se, the crab legs. So that's why we took some things out and then put the crab legs in because they're kind of big, as you can see. We let the rest boil for like 5 to 10 minutes. And as you can see, we do add a piece of habanero pepper because it's basically all our meats left, and it will add a little bit more flavor to the pot. In the meantime, we are going to start preparing for our sauce. So here's all the seasonings that we will be using, but people prefer to use Obe, but we're not gonna use it today. So we're gonna start mixing all our seasonings together in one bowl. So first we add cayenne pepper, Sazon complete seasoning, black pepper, garlic powder. Start to add our Cajun, a whole lot of Cajun, extra Cajun. It is like the main season that's needed. Then we add adobo. No, I did not measure how much seasoning I put in. I honestly just used my eyes, but it's really all about your preference, how much salt intake, how much spice you like, how much flavor, what flavor. And that's about it. And then we mix them all together. Make sure it's mixed well. Then we put it aside. After we are done, we check on our pot, we stir it up, see if everything is done and can come out. And it is. So now we begin to take out our crab, shrimp, egg, and sausage. So here is the seafood before the sauce. To keep them warm, you can turn on the stove and put the foil pan in there. And now we will begin our sauce. So I did keep a little of the broth to use, and we have butter, minced garlic, the onion, and fresh parsley, and our seasoning. So using a big spoon, I am going to take 2 scoops of butter, and I'm gonna just let it sit there and melt. Once that is melted, I will throw in my onion and my parsley and a scoop of minced garlic. And I will leave it to shimmer down a little bit. Then I will add my broth to the pot. Once that starts to boil up, then I would add my mixed spices. And I would let it sit there and boil down for about 15 minutes to 20 minutes. Then I will add another scoop of butter. Then I would leave it there to boil until it thickens. If it doesn't thicken in about 10 to 15 minutes, you can add cornstarch water, which would speed up the process. Take a look at the sauce. It looks so good. So now we're just gonna pour it all over the seafood and make sure everywhere is getting some. You know, just spread it, make sure everywhere is covered. We add our little lemon slices in for people that loves to squeeze the lemon. Here is the finished look, you guys. I did add a little parsley on the top, but it was just for the looks. This eating serves about 3 to 4 people. So if you are planning on doing this for 3 to 4 people, you can follow this recipe, this exact recipe. And here is the finished look, you guys. It looks so good. It tasted so good too. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe to Kay's Cooking and Vlogs. And I'll see you in the next video.